right, we are getting these live images right now from the Golden Bay Resort in Coimbatore, and there was this early morning meeting that was held between E. Palanisamy and all of the MLAs who are still there. And now we are learning that in just an hour from now, 11:30 is when he's got an appointment from Raj Bhavan, and which is why he is setting out. Actually, he seems to be running a little behind time because it takes at least an hour and a half to reach the main city from Coimbatore, where this resort is. And Ashish, my colleague, will be joining us live from there in just a bit. I can tell you that a while ago the family of an MLA also came to meet him. All of these people have been in a huddle since early morning. 16 ministers, including over 120 MLAs, are there in two resorts. There's one Golden Bay resort and a village resort. Palanisamy, the legislative party leader, was inside. He was presiding over that meeting. Also present was the Presidium President, K. and Govt. All of them sat together, talked about their next strategy. What is interesting is that sources are currently indicating to India Today that the governor is inclined to invite Palanisamy. He's going to swear in Palanisamy and then ask him to prove his majority on the floor of the House. And joining us right outside, the two places where Palanisamy is going to be at today, one that he has left and one he is going to arrive at, are my colleagues. We have Ashish joining us live from Golden Bay, and T.S. Sudhir will be joining us from Raj Bhavan. But Ashish, to you first quickly take us through what we are expecting through the day. In an hour, Mr. Palanisamy has to meet the governor.
Padmaja, right now, we can say 1 minute back, the legislative party leader E. Palaniswami, along with senior ministers, has left Golden Bay Resort. He is heading to Raj Bhavan. That's the new development. Meanwhile, celebration has started at the Golden Bay Resort. There are cheers, there are sloganeering, and all the supporters and all the MLAs are showing victory sign. Definitely, it's a big day. They were awaiting for this moment for past 8 days. Now the basic and the breaking news from here that E. Palaniswamy, who was elected as a new legislative party leader, has left Golden Bay Resort along with team of senior ministers. He is heading to Raj Bhavan to meet Governor. Padmaja.
All right, Ashish, I seem to be having a bit of an issue with your audio over there, but if you can still hear me, they are confident that these people, once they are let out of Golden Bay, are still going to stick together, because the OPS camp thinks that they are there in confinement, working under duress, and when it comes to the actual numbers, they will switch over.
Padmaja, yes, the Palaniswamy camp is still showing that, and it's still confirming that they have the number. They have the number of 126 MLAs here, and they are kept here in this Golden Bay Resort and another resort a few kilometers away from here. Village Resort is called. So definitely on paper, on ground, they have number now. Verification, Governor House to verify the numbers, and most likely a floor test is in offering. So Governor House is verifying the number, since now the Palaniswamy has gone to meet Raj Bhavan. So definitely we expect and we hope that he'll be getting the invitation of formation of new government. He'll be coming. He'll be likely to become the new Minister of Tamil Nadu. That's what we are expecting. That's what our sources are confirming us that yes, he has left to Raj Bhavan along with senior ministers, and now celebration is all what we are noticing at Golden Bay Resort. Padmaja.
I can imagine it would be quite chaotic over there as well, since already the celebrations, as you say, has started. But can you speak to a few of these people here? What are they anticipating in the next few days? Are they finally hoping that this is the end of the crisis that they've seen over the last few weeks, in fact, ever since the death of Jayalalitha?
Padmaja, is still tough, because it's 8 there. Still media has been kept away from the resort. We can go up to the main gate, and the supporters are inside. They are not coming out from the Golden Bridge Resort. So yes, like we had earlier coined the term Golden Cage Resort. So still the situation looks like the same. But what the interesting thing is that still they claim they have the support, they have the majority, and that's why the Raj Bhavan has now invited Palaniswami to form the government. That's what they are saying. That's what our sources are confirming, Padmija.
All right, let me also try and go across to T.S. Sudhir, who's joining us from outside the Raj Bhavan. Over the last 24 hours, a lot happened, Sudhir, which really didn't come out. You know, we're talking about it yesterday, and a few papers have also, in fact, some of the leading papers in Chennai have written about it. Behind the scene negotiations were on to try and break the impasse, and a different formula was used. What happened to it?
Well, yes, we do know it for a fact that there was some kind of a third formula that was being sought to be made with help from some outsiders of Tamil Nadu. Now, what we are told is that there was an attempt to put up a non-OPS, non-Palaniswami candidate for the post of Chief Minister, and there was this attempt being made to bring the two factions together to try to see to it that the AIDMK as a party, as a legislature party, stays together, that there is no break in it, and they are actually able to go together under the new leadership of TTV Dinakaran. So this attempt was definitely made, and I am told that the name of an AIDMK MP was mentioned as the possible third new candidate, as a compromise candidate who could possibly be acceptable to both factions. But at the same time, even though the Paneer Selvam camp has seen the writing on the wall and realized that it doesn't really have the momentum or the numbers, they were really not willing to play ball. Also, the governor, I'm told, wasn't really in a mood to kind of wait for too long, because a third candidate would have meant more delay, more deliberations, more talks, and that would have really reflected poorly on Raj Bhavan, which has already been accused of waiting too long to swear in Palaniswami, who has the numbers. So, in effect, Raj Bhavan, Vidyasagar Rao deciding that Palaniswami has 124 MLAs and he will be asked to prove his majority on the floor of the Tamil Nadu Assembly in the next 72 hours or so.
Well, already this whisper campaign has been going on for quite some time about why this delay, why has it taken so long for a floor test to be ordered, for a swearing in to be conducted. Just stay with me, Sudhir, because I also want to bring in Mr. Durai Pandian. Finally, we are going to see an end to this impasse, this crisis in the state, and Mr. Palanisamy has the 124 that he has promised the governor. Mr. Durai Pandian?
You must be knowing that what our leader, Mr. Govt, said in his statement, that he is in touch with 50 MLAs from the Golden Bay Resort, and they are in, utilizing cell phones, since the jammer is there, and all the TV connections have been disconnected. And, in spite of all these things, we can manage to emerge if floor test is contested. Floor test is conducted. We want secret balloting, which we give more importance, since there are chances for cross-voting also. And under these circumstances, just mere an invitation to Edapaddi Palanisami will not be fruitful as far as the floor test is concerned. So let us wait until...
Mr. Durai Pandian, right now you have only 11. You were given an opportunity yesterday to meet the governor. He heard both of you out. Yesterday, Mr. Paneer Selvam had gone to meet him. There was barely a 5 to 7 minute long meeting, because the fact is the numbers aren't with you. And proving the strength on the floor of the house is not a hit and miss process. The fact is, whoever has the greater numbers is going to be sworn in, and he will be given the opportunity to prove his majority. That's how it works.
Your statement is wrong. They claim to be having 129 MLAs, but the police officer personnel, when he went and submitted an affidavit, it was clearly stated only 119 MLAs are there. And for certain reason, I'm not in a position to disclose the whole thing. as to how
I
to
agree
get
with
the
that, sir,
magic
but
number.
after they have met the governor now, they have given 124 names. And today, if Mr. Palanisamy is able to prove that those 124 names and those 124 signatures are indeed correct, he will be sworn in. It's a fact.
It should be a composite flow test, so that like we'll be in a better position to prove that the enough numbers, number of the MLAs being prepared to support our fraction.
Let me ask you, if there isn't a composite flow test, because yes, there has been that legal advice given to the governor, but he seems more inclined to let Mr. Palanisamy prove his numbers. If that happens, are you going to go to court?
No, we will revolt. When justice is not being done, we'll have to approach only the appropriate forum, that is the High Court of Chennai and the High Court of Madras. And like all these things will be cleared. And after that, the composite flow test will be definitely given for both of the parties, for both parties and both leaders to come, both faction, and both leaders to come and prove their majority.
What do you mean by you're going to revolt?
For a composite flow test. Other than that, there is nothing. It is important. And we are concentrating on that very much.
Okay, let me ask you the final question, Mr. Durai Pandian. How many MLAs do you think even now are going to cross over? Because I can tell you this, my colleagues who've been at the Golden Bay Resort, they've been speaking to people inside and they say that all of them are sticking together until the time the actual floor test happens. Maybe they are all going to stay there at Golden Bay Resort. So there isn't going to be an opportunity for them to come out and to be poached by you.
No. The MLAs are stacked, like livestock inside the Golden Bay Resort. And they were open. Also, it has come out in today's newspaper. They were openly, started raising their voice to support Mr. OBS. Under compulsion and
Okay, Mr. Durai, stay with me because Apsara Reddy of the other faction supporting Mr. Palanisamy is also on the phone line with me. Apsara Reddy, what do you make of Mr. Durai Pandian's claim that even now there are at least 50 to 80 people waiting to cross over and they just want a composite test and they are certain they will prove their numbers?
I don't want to talk about what the other camp or the disgruntled camp is saying right now. Firmly, the AIDMK party and the majority of the legislatures and and the party apparatus is firmly behind VK Sasikala Madam and Mr. Edapaddi Palanisamy. The next Chief Minister of the state will be Mr. Edapaddi Palaniswami, and I think the other group can try all the tricks they want and pull out any trick out of their hat right now. But constitutionally, the governor will swear in the person with the maximum number of MLAs. I think we should prevent horse trading and coercion and threats. All our spokespersons and all our MLAs' numbers have been misused by the other side. We'll be getting threats calls, abuses. In fact, I'm going to act to the police commission and lodge a complaint for the kind of threats and abuse we're getting. 100% the MLAs will Mr. Edapaddi Palanisamy. The Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu will be Mr. Edapaddi Palanisamy. We will celebrate, although our leader, Madam VK Sasikala Madam, is not with us. It is a day of celebration because finally the MLAs have kind of stuck their ground and not fallen prey to the other side's dirty tactics.
Okay, Mr. Durai Pandian, would you like to respond to that? It is you who is threatening these people, trying all sorts of tricks to browbeat them and coercing them into your side. Okay. We seem to have lost the line with Mr. Durai Pandian, still quite insistent that he wants to have a composite floor test. But Apsara Reddy, just for clarity, 124 is the final figure you've settled on and you've got 124 signatures to present to the governor. Okay, we'll try and get back to both of them in just a second. Audio glitch there. Sudhir, you heard that exchange. Is there any last minute surprise which could still be waiting for us, or is this pretty much going to follow the pattern that we have been talking about? 124 with them, Palanisamy is sworn in, goes to the floor of the house, has the numbers on his side.
Well, Padmaja, I was just listening to what Duray Pandian was saying, and I think he's living in a world of illusions. He believes that most of those people who are inside are still going to come outside and support Paneer Selvam. He's actually fooling himself. Nothing of that really is going to happen, because once the invite letter is sent by Raj Bhavan to Edapaddi Palanisami to come in and be sworn in as the Chief Minister, that letter, that invite letter is going to be the glue which is going to bind all those people together, because remember, that's their ticket to power once again. That's going to keep them all together, because none of them really want a snap poll in 2017, and they would really hope no polls till 2021. So that's definitely going to keep them together, at least in the short term for sure. So the OPS story, we can say about 10 days after he staged that dramatic revolt on the 6th of February, I think the OPS story, at least for the time being, is almost over. He really doesn't have much any more hope of getting any MLAs onto his side. With just 10 MLAs, and there would even be a question mark whether those remaining 9 MLAs apart from himself could also stage a comeback to the Palaniswami camp, given the fact that they are the ones who are going to stage a comeback and come back to power. So a lot of dramatic events could happen, but yes, all eyes now on Raj Bhavan. The letter will be given to Palaniswami. For all we know, the swearing-in ceremony could take place either later this evening, depending on an auspicious time, or it could take place sometime tomorrow, because the governor is slated to return to Mumbai tomorrow. So that could happen in the next 12 hours or so. A lot of rapid-paced developments expected in the next 12 hours. But as far as the Paneer Selvam camp is concerned, I think the residents of Paneer Selvam, as well as what the camp followers are saying, tell their own story.
Absolutely, I can tell you this, that here at the house of Paneer Selvam, the kind of excitement that we had seen building up over the last 2 days, they thought it was a vindication of sorts for them, Sudhir and Ashish, that Sasikala was convicted, that she was going to jail. There were celebrations here, firecrackers. But what is the point of that all if eventually what the fight for Paneer Selvam was all about? It was about becoming Chief Minister. It was about that rebellion of his coming to something. It is looking very close to coming to naught. Ashish, coming back to you now at the Golden Bay Resort. Mr. Palanisamy, we know, is on his way to the Raj Bhavan. What are the rest of the MLAs going to do now, and for how long are they going to be there? Are they going to stay there till the time that an actual floor test is to be conducted? They are in this safe house. They're cooped up in their little safe house till then?
Padmaja, right now, while K. Palaniswamy, he is away from the resort, he has on his way to Governor House. Deputy Speaker of Lok Sabha, M. Tambudirai, has just arrived to the Golden Bay Resort. He'll be meeting with all those MLAs. Definitely, their whole plan is to keep the support intact. That's what the plan of EIDMK. This fraction of EIDMK is. They are very much going to stay here in this resort. That's what our sources are confirming. They are confirming that they'll be going to stay till floor test. After the floor test only, they'll be moving out. That's for sure. That's what our sources are confirming. Meanwhile, of course, it's a celebration time for them. After 8th day, it's 8th day. They had come 1 week back, and it's a 8th day here to their stay at this resort. And now it's a first celebrating a new first opportunity of celebration they have got, and definitely they are going to celebrate now. Palaniswamy, along with 4 other ministers, are on their way to Raj Bhavan. After the meeting, he'll be returning back. K. Sangotian, the Presidium President of AIDMK, he is also along with Palaniswamy. So after their return, further they'll decide what to do, how to do, and that's what. And we believe that's why the senior most leader, M. Tambudirai, he is also here, and he'll be also meeting all those MLAs, all those leaders, and will be deciding the future course of action now, as they have the invitation of Governor House. Padmija.
Well, they better be celebrating, Ashish. How many people is it who get an all expenses paid stay at a resort for 8 days, and once they exit, get to be in government? That seems like a total win-win situation to me. But on a serious note, Sudhir, given what Mr. What the OPS camp spokesperson just said to us a while ago, do you think that we could see a period of a political upheaval again? Because even though you have a government, the other faction is going to protest, or will they just buckle under eventually?
Well, difficult to say. Most people do not give this government much time. If Palaniswamy does get sworn in as the Chief Minister, and the fault lines could actually emerge because of the role that the Manargudi family will play. Because if the impression is given that Palaniswamy is being remote controlled by Sasikala from inside Bangalore Central Prison through her nephew TTV Dinakaran, there could be some kind of problems that could arise. Yes, many of those in the AIDMK legislature party do have a comfort level with the role played by the Manargudi family all these years, but you never know how things pan out, because all said and done, even Paneer Selvam and TTV Dinakaran and the entire Manargudi family was also very close to each other at one point in time. So things can be dynamic, things can be fluid, so no one really willing to give some kind of a warranty period to this government if it gets sworn in today. So those kind of things could happen, but I'm just told by Akshita Nandagopal that the Rahu Kalam today is between 1:50 p.m. and 3:17 p.m. So when it comes to Tamil Nadu, obviously the astrological predictions and the Rahu Kalam matters a lot. So the swearing in ceremony, if it is going to happen today, could happen anytime after 3:18 p.m.
All right, very interesting. So things seem to have been put into fast gear within a matter of 12 hours. And remember, you heard it first yesterday on India Today. No composite test. Paliniswamy, front runner, has 124, is going to be invited to be sworn in and then prove his numbers. The images that you are seeing, in fact, are of the man who might just be the next Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. Imagine he's going to be the third Chief Minister in a span of what? Just about 3 months. Now that is fluid politics, if anything. But in the lead up to that floor test, if it happens today, the swearing in, if it happens today, you're going to hear the very latest right here on India Today with our extensive reportage, our reporting team, T.S. Sudhir, Ashish. For now, thanks very much for joining us.